Hi, welcome back to Majestic Leaders and Safety Hub channel, the place where we talk about everything human resource, HSE, leadership, and workplace excellence. If you are watching this for the first time, welcome. Today, we are going to be talking about one of the most misunderstood questions in the business world. We're going to be looking at what exactly is human resource and why does it matter? For many people, there's a misconception in HR, and for many people, HR is the department that hires or fires, or the department that deals with all the letters: resignation letter, application letter, query letter, response letter, permission letter, and all. And really, the misconception is understandable because in many Nigerian organizations and across Africa, that is all HR is allowed to do. But HR is much more bigger than that. Real HR, strategic HR, is bigger than all that, and I will explain. Now imagine you owning a brand new sports car, but only to park it in your car garage. A car that is built for speed is now used as a trophy. That's a misconception. So what is human resource management? Human resource management, or HRM, is the strategic approach to attracting, developing, managing, and retaining the people in an organization. Your goal is to retain your staff. So both the organization and the people can achieve their goals. So HR is not just about managing people. It's about doing this strategically in a way that moves the entire organization and the staff forward. Now, every organization have three major resources, three core resources: the money resource, the material resource, and the people resource. The finance manages the money. Operations manages the material. Human resource manages the people. And of these three resources, money are the only ones, people are the only ones that can think, innovate, solve problems, and grow. Which means human resource, when done properly, when carried out properly, is arguably the most important management function in any organization. Why? Because people can be skilled, people can upskill, people can be trained, people develop and they become better at their jobs, and they manage every other resources. So what are the importance? Number one, recruitment and selection. HR identified what roles an organization need. They attract qualified candidates, they conduct interviews, they ensure the right person is selected for the right role. Not just someone who is available, but someone who fits the culture, who fits the team and the job requirements. So they don't just employ randomly, they employ by merit. Two, training and development. Skills become obsolete. Industries involve. HR ensures employees are continuously learning, continuously growing, and staying competitive. Three, performance management. HR builds teams that set clear performance expectations, track progress, reward excellence, and address underperformance fairly and consistently. Without this, organizations run on assumptions rather than results. So everything an organization is looking for is performance. Next is compensation and benefits. HR designs pay structures that are competitive, that are equitable, and motivating. When people feel fairly rewarded, they stay longer and they work harder. It's as simple as that. Everybody wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants to be a part of a family. They want to feel belonged. And when you appreciate them, they stay. Then, employee relations and conflict resolution. Workplace conflict is inevitable. What matters is how it is handled. So HR creates channel for grievances, for mediating disputes, and protect the dignity of every employee. while keeping the interest of the company in balance. Next is legal compliance. From employment contracts to termination procedures, HR ensure the organization operates within the law. So in Nigeria, non-compliance with labor laws and regulations can expose your business to serious financial sanctions and reputational damage. So your HR is your first line of defense. Your HR must have adequate knowledge of the Nigerian labor law or the labor law of your country. 7. Health, safety, and well-being. Now, this is where human resource and health and safety intersect. HR plays a role in ensuring the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of the employees, because a healthy workforce is a productive workforce. So they ensure risks and hazards are controlled and minimized. So why does HR matter? Now, your people are your business. You can have the best product in the market, but if the people running your organization are poorly managed, under-motivated, or constantly leaving, none of it will work. So imagine an employee is an organization where the staff are hired based on connection rather than competence. There is no clear job description. Performance is never reviewed. Conflicts arise and fester for a long time. Good employees get frustrated and leave, taking their knowledge and skills with them, of course. What do you think will happen? They will keep on employing and sacking, employing and sacking. So you go to an organization, every 3 months, they're always changing staff. Does that sound familiar to you? Yes. Now let's compare that to an organization with strong HR practice. They will attract better talents. They will develop talent intentionally. They will retain the best people because people are valued and they see a future. You see? So they build a culture, a reputation that makes people want to work there. That is what HR does. So it turns a group of individuals into high-performing, aligned, and motivated team. So which of these two companies would you prefer to work? A place where you are allowed to grow, or a place where your growth is censored? So I would like to encourage every business owner. Some people would say, I don't need an HR, but I always tell them, HR is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You need HR from the very moment you hired your first employee. Why? Because to employ an employee is done strategically. Because the moment you brought someone into your business, you took on a responsibility legally, ethnically, and strategically. So that person has rights. That person has expectations. And how you manage them will determine whether your business grows or stagnates. So that is why I tell people HR is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And the earlier you build it into your organization, the stronger your foundation will be. So human resource management, once again, is the strategic function that manages your most valuable organizational asset, which is your people. It covers everything from recruitment to training to performance, to compliance, and workplace culture. And it matters because organizations do not succeed on strategy alone, they succeed through people.